Right, pay attention you lot. It's the start of the engine project. Are you listening at the back? Good. Right, now the idea is to get a small engine, lawnmower type engine or any stationary engine, and do it up and mount it as if it was one of these antique engines. But with it being a modern one, the only challenge I set myself, the whole project has got to cost nothing. Not a penny. And I didn't think I'd have a problem getting one. However, it's taken quite a few weeks. And you might remember the disc cutter that I had. Well, they were given to me for this, but they weren't suitable themselves. If I got them running, I could have probably sold it or swapped it for one. Anyway, an old chap who's the other day, what we're at is he has a retired chap called Potter about in the garden, and this mower, he was using this mower but he was struggling with it, so he bought him a new self-propelled one. This got put in the shed, so I have it on good authority it was running properly when it was put away, so it should work. Anyway, there we are. That's the start of the project. I'll now show you what we have to make. Right, back upstairs in my workshop, well I should say my back bedroom, where we did the steam exhibition. But right, I'm just going to show you the junk I'm going to make it with. Got everything I need. There's paint, several tins of paint, different colours. We won't worry about the colour. You know, we're not using 60 or 100 quid a litre paint. It's plenty near enough. We've got to tidy it up, make it very tidy. And the whole idea of the project, look, there's tons of junk about, look. We've got everything we need to make it. Whole idea of the project is to do a small engine, a modern engine, mount it as if you do on the older ones. So basically I'm going to strip it and clean it. I'll show you stripping it, and I'll show you how to clean it using very simple hand tools, an old electric drill and some little wire brushes, nothing at all, and just clean it in some paraffin or white spirit in a old biscuit tin like that one, something like that. And then we're going to pretend that we're reconditioning the engine with new parts, but we'll use the same parts because there's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. So that's the general plan, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit, and hopefully we can make it entertaining enough. I've got some planks, look, like that we can make the base with. We can use the wheels off it to make it mobile. Probably put a pulley on the bottom, and then if I get a little interesting machine, you know, I don't know, little corn grinder or something to run it, we can have another little exhibition later. But that's what I want to do. The only other thing I must stress is, sorry to digress, that's crankshaft. 2.9 V6 crankshaft that a friend bought the engine, it was knocking, it's supposed to be good and it wasn't, so I said I'll just clean it up, and I've made a pair of tongs, so I'm just going to try and emery it up in my mate's lathe and see if we can make it usable for him. Anyway, we're digressing as usual, so back to the project. Look, we've got loads of tinted paint, metal paint, all sorts, wood, enamel, varnish, you know, everything we need, and the whole project's got to cost nothing at all, and I can't see why we can't do it. And hopefully I can show you how to clean an engine properly, you know, with only sort of a few really old, very simple tools. So at the end of the day we're going to have a nice engine, a pretty engine, mounted up, that's cost absolutely nothing, and you'll learn how you can do it yourself, because there's nothing that is difficult about it. It's just a tedious job. And so because it's such a tedious job, you know, you're not going to be bored to tears watching me cleaning and washing an engine for about 3 hours on video, and then you know, cleaning it up, wire brushing all the parts, nuts and bolts, everything. I'll do 1, 2, show you how it's done. I'll clean a little bit, I'll strip it and show you how it comes to pieces, and then we'll reassemble it, and then we'll make a mounting board. But I must stress this, you know, any mistakes will be on video, but it will be edited for length, obviously, because it's, well, you'll be bored to tears and switch off after 5 seconds. You probably will be anyway, but never mind. Right, we'll go and see if we can get the machine working. Right, we're outside, so we'll have a look at the job. Now, I told you last time that when you get an engine that's unknown, the best way is just to put a drop petrol in the plug hole and see if it goes. But this one, we know it was running when it stopped. So we do check spark of this one and see if we've got spark and see if there's petrol, etc. And we just see if we can get it running that way, because you know, you don't need to be doing work if it's not necessary. So we just put that on there. The only thing I've done prior to that is I put cable tie on the handle, because these motors, they don't work if you don't pull the handle. So we'll have a look and let's see. Don't think there is. Oh. Can't see a spark. Right, so we'll have to investigate that first. Right, I've just cleaned the whisker off the plug. It stands a chance of going, doesn't it? Yeah. Daylight as well. Yeah. And now it's got a spark. We'll put the plug in. Oh. I doubt if it would have been out since it was new actually. Here we are. It's got a spark. And the next thing to do of course is check it's got any fuel in it. So we'll have a look and see. Yeah, it's got some petrol in. How long it's been now I don't know, it's probably gone off, but you'd be surprised that sometimes in this modern petrol rubbish it seems to. Right, there's a choke there. I don't know which is on or off. I think, I'm not sure. I'll try both. I've used these before. There's a bulb in the side, nice rubber bulb. See if it pumps up. Look now, it smells a bit petrolly. I don't want to take the pieces, we just try it and see I think. Just give it a few pulls and see what happens. I've just put cable tie around there to keep it running. Now, another look. Have another look. It's what be difficult, I'll not. Oh. No, I don't think it. Oh, it's blowing through. Not sucking though, is it? Actually, there's not enough petrol in it. So we'll have to get some more petrol. Typical, isn't it? I was just having a look at it. Put a drop of petrol in it. I've only got some 2 strokes, some oil in it. Anyway, I got some of that, took the plug out, blew it, pulled it over twice to clear it, put the plug in, first time. So, you've got an engine, now it works. Look. Absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. So there we are. Seems a shame, I don't normally not like breaking things, but you know, what do? been waiting weeks and weeks for an engine for the project, and now I've got one. Perfectly good lawnmower. But there's plenty of those better than people use probably. So there we are. As they say, watch this space.